Hello, my name is Dan, and for the last 9 years I have been in the digital marketing world. With that, I have learned a lot, and I'm also aware that I've still got a hell of a lot more to learn. So I'm at this funny junction, to be honest with you. One of the reasons which I wanted to put this video together was because I've recently started mentoring with my university, which is the University of Reading in Berkshire in the UK. I studied archaeology and history there and graduated back in 2009. That length of time has gone past incredibly quickly. But it's given me a really good opportunity to work with an existing student who is looking to get into the digital marketing industry. And we've been having some really good Skype chats over the last couple of months, learning about the fundamentals of digital marketing, how to get involved, what to learn, where you might find out how you're going to learn these things, and also the softer skills, so things like how to make a job application, how to go for a job interview, what to wear to a job interview, all those other things you might not necessarily get taught at university but are fundamental to actually picking up your first job. It's made me realise that although uni days really don't feel like all that long ago, how many skills I've acquired, both technical in terms of digital marketing and in terms of those softer skills as well. Being able to talk to other people. I'll be completely honest, when I graduated from university, I used to be really unconfident about answering the phone, especially in a business setting. And over the months and years, which I've essentially been forced into having conversations with people, and sometimes those conversations are difficult ones to have, you do get better at it, you build your confidence, and without those things I wouldn't be sitting here now being able to talk to a camera and being able to talk to an audience who I know are watching these videos. Hopefully by mentoring I'm able to offer really useful insight into what actually real life is like in the digital marketing world, which you wouldn't normally get maybe in a prospectus or just like looking at a careers page on an agency website, for example. There are some fantastic things with the digital marketing industry, and there's some not so good things, but having that direct communication with someone who's actually in the game can be a hugely useful thing, and it seems like it's going well so far. However, there's always room for learning more, and one of the things which I've been thinking about at the moment is, do I need a mentor myself? When I ask that question, I mean I go away and I hire someone who is labelled as their job profession as a mentor, and I pay them for that service. At the moment, I don't think that that is probably the right course of action. Though I might know about digital marketing, there are lots of things which I still feel unconfident about, particularly when it comes to sales, business development, and generally the business skills that come into running a business. There's also those wider, softer skills, which I still feel that I need improvement on. That's also things like long-term strategy planning, building rapport with people, and things like trying to manage how I go about running my business. With that, at the moment, I'm still thinking about who the best people might be to approach for all of those different things. But the really useful thing which I have been learning both is that there are a wide range of people all out there who can help you with lots of different things. So I've got people that I can go to who are really technical digital marketing skills. I've got other people who are also in the freelance industry, which I can speak to when it comes to say how to best do your accounts, for example. And also I think the thing that people forget about is the fact that a mentor doesn't need to be a defined person that you pay by the hour in order to be able to gain useful insights and knowledge. There are other experts out there and it sounds quite cliched, but Twitter's a fantastic example of where you can ask pretty much any question and you'll almost be guaranteed to get a response of sorts from someone else who does know the answer. And then there is also the people that I look up to. People in the business world, that's people in the digital marketing world, and that's just people generally doing online creative amazing things. Now some of those people put out creative content and that is their job, and essentially I can look at that and analyse it and go, okay, well, how do they make that happen, and learn from it that way. Other people will talk a lot more about the intricacies of how they go about creating it, so it's on that level deeper. In particular, you'll get a lot of that kind of information from books, from podcasts, and from YouTube videos. So name a few of those people who are doing an incredible job at their craft at the moment. Tim Ferriss is an incredible author, he's an incredible podcaster, and his advice about lifestyle design, full stop, whether that is in his books, on his website, or just generally out and about in the wider world, is so useful in terms of me learning how to structure my life. Peter McKinnon, from a video perspective. I found out about Peter after watching Casey Neistat's vlogs, which again, incredible, but Peter goes into a lot more detail about actually how to vlog, how to create good photos, which has really helped me up my game. I realise these are not professional and not anywhere near the same standards as Peter and Casey's, but it's been giving me that inspiration and motivation to get started on them at least. Then there are about a dozen or so books which I've been recommended by probably informal mentors and just sort of hearing about them, which have been fantastic for me. In particular, Tim Ferriss has recommended loads reading about Stoicism and the Stoics, and so off the back of that I've been reading a number of entries from the traditional Stoic classics. Off the back of that has opened up an avenue to read a whole incredible range of books, and I will stick some recommendations in the box below for ones I have personally read and think they are most incredibly good reads. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be real life people that you have face-to-face direct contact with. There's so much advice out there which I've personally found incredibly useful, both in direct business applications, just in terms of mindset, as well as benefiting other areas of my life in terms of meditation, in terms of eating right, in terms of exercise, which in turn all have a positive impact on all the other parts of your life. I wanted to open the question up to you, and I'm really interested to know whether you guys out there have your own mentors. If so, who are they? Let me know. It'd be really interesting to see who you go to for advice, whether that is about business or life in general. Do you find it useful? Do you find it useful to go out and pay someone for mentoring advice, or do you prefer just to search around the internet when you've got a specific problem? Or do you find it easier to go on the internet or Twitter or social media or ask friends as to the most effective route to finding out information which will help benefit you and your life? If you do have any information, it'd be really great to have a read through what your thoughts and comments are. So if you do think of anything, stick it in the box below, and it'd be really interesting to have a read. I'm aware that as a freelancer who is just under a year in the game, I have still got a hell of a lot to learn. It's something which I am prepared to do and enthusiastic about what the future can hold for me. So I will leave it there, but if you like this video, then feel free to hit that like button below, and if you are interested in more about business, marketing, freelance life, then hit that subscribe button and it will be really, really appreciated. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll be back next time with another video.